have but one objective.
Purple color I see. Then you maintain the status.
December 7th, 19...
I'm gonna question a psychopath.
The Orby has nothing to fear.
Purina.
Bus covering 5 and there.
There are waiting lists and tickets just to stand in line and get a chance to buy PlayStation 2. That is PlayStation 2, the hottest game to hit the market, and it arrives in the U.S. tomorrow. But some people are standing in line already trying to buy this toy. NBC 17's Larry Pickett is live in Raleigh with all the excitement. Larry?
Hey Heidi, that's right. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at Target and along with other area consumer electronics stores, it will be packed with PlayStation 2 fans. And it's expected to be the biggest.
It's not even Halloween yet, but millions of
history.
kids already know what they want for Christmas.
On Thursday,
A new video
shoppers will
game
line up
system
to shop
called
at Target
Nintendo
when Sony releases its
64.
PlayStation
Nintendo's
2
new game machine is
console to the
64
public.
bits, making it the
Tomorrow,
most
the shelves will be
powerful
full with
machine on the
accessories
market.
and games.
The first time, let me now unveil.
It is still several hours before the new Sony PlayStation 3 comes out, but hundreds of people are already in line waiting outside for it. In Bellevue, fans have camped out in the rain and the cold and the wind to improve their chances of getting the coveted PS3. In Everett, same story, tent set up, people getting to know their neighbors, all standing in line as the clock ticks till it's game time.
5:30 a.m. It's been a long day, but it's been absolutely worth it. Can't wait to play. Gotta get this beast set up. I'm really excited.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. It was fun last night playing it, but I've really got to get to work, so I can't play. I'm just playing with you. I can play. Yeah, I'll be on the air in a second.
Welcome everyone, it is the Champ official launch tournament. I am Teddy Lamb.
And I'm Chad Wow.
And we're here to celebrate gamers playing hardcore. We're gonna get crazy. We're joined by the likes of Conflict, very controversial figure.
That's right, Teddy. We have Conflict and his longtime teammate turned arch rival, Tom.
What will happen? How many keyboards will be here? How many mouses?
Too many to count.
Let's get started. Let's go nuts. I'm excited and I'm ready to go crazy. I'm Teddy Lamb.
And I'm Chad Wow.
Here, bringing you the commentary for the Champ official launch tournament.
Let's take it away.
Hey, good luck, man. I don't need luck.
What was your first experience with VR?
I remember.
What was the first time you put on a VR headset?
I went into a Best Buy with my little brother.
Was it during their event, the PSVR
yes.
thing? Okay.
We stand in line, and they're like, all right, we're going to play Eve of Valkyrie. And I'm like, oh, let's go. And I sit down, and I put this headset on, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like Josh Lewis said, I said, oh my gosh, out loud like 10 times. It's crazy, because they hand you, I didn't have like the move controllers. I had the headset and the controller, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, look at this game. It changed the way I handle video games.
Yeah. So the first time I ever tried VR in the traditional sense of VR, not like Nintendo Virtual Boy or anything goofy like that before it, but we were at the Cincy Mills Mall at Arcade Legacy, and some guy had one of the dev kits of the Oculus Rift. This is before it ever hit the shelves.
Nice.
And they had modded Alien Isolation or made some kind of patch where that would work.
You really got thrown right in there.
Yeah, so like, I'm in like survival mode or whatever. There's no winning the game. It's just kind of like see how long you last, right, before the alien from the movie gets you. And man, I completely lost track of like space and time. I allowed
it's so one-to-one, like moving around is so one-to-one.
I allowed myself to just become fully immersed, even though I had an Xbox controller because they didn't have the the hand controllers at the time. I got lost in that thing, and then like I'm trying to like bob and weave and duck around these corners and go in these like Jeffries tubes or whatever they're called, service tubes to get away from this alien, and it's like skulking around trying to get me.
That's the best part about the game is peeking. Like,
and
you really do kind of see it moving around.
You get a feel for it, man.
And you could like go underneath like shelving and stuff. Like you can kind of like look out from underneath the shelves and stuff, and it would like trot around trying to find you. And finally it did, after a few minutes, and like it grabbed you.
I think you woke up the dead when you screamed, because I was there for this.
There's no getting away from this thing. And it's like, gotcha, and it's about to stick that big nasty tongue in your face. And I just screamed at the top of my lungs because I did genuinely forget where I was. And somebody tapped me on the shoulder, I guess it was you. And
I was like, come back.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It took a second to readjust to reality.
Yeah. Mine was PAX East 2014 and found a college around there had like a thing they had set up where they made a VR model of the campus, and you could walk around it. So it was the older like dev kit version, so it wasn't this newest one. But waited in line with like 10 people or whatever, found this little booth, put it on, and it was like that was the moment it kind of changed for me. I was like, oh, things will not be the same after this. Like
this changed everything.
And it was so rudimentary. It wasn't even impressive. It was me walking around this college campus, and it wasn't even good graphics. But walking around, leaning around corners, like what you said with the that. Like looking around corners and getting near things and seeing things up close and like that was like, wow, there's so much opportunity here and stuff that they can do.
But I think the first time I did one that really kind of blew me away was Jacob got his PSVR.
Yeah.
And he had the London Heist.
Oh.
So I started that thing up, and the game opens with like a cutscene where like there's like a gangster like in your face interrogating you, and you're like tied up so you can't do anything. And he was so in your face, and the acting was so loud, and he was so like aggressive.
Yeah.
I literally like had to kind of turn away because he was so like in my face. And I maybe realized I was like, this is something normally in a game that I just kind of laugh like, this is stupid. Or this guy is overacting, or this is dumb, or like not even care, just be like, this is so benign. This is like I have no opinion.
Yeah.
But like because of the framing and because it was that very like intimate kind of a way of playing it, and I had the headphones on and everything, it was super immersive, and it was very startling. You know? I was like, I feel like I'm getting interrogated right now, and I can't look away. This guy's all up in my face. And then as you go on in that London Heist, you actually get to shootouts, and that was my first experience with like having a gun and then having to reload in VR. And like actually,
you can open up the glove compartment.
You can open up the glove compartment and actually looking around corners and taking shots. So I thought that was really special. I thought that was a really cool little tech demo.
Yeah,
that little tech demo was so awesome because you experienced it. I remember you were sitting at the table before they gave you the mission to go steal what you had to steal. And you're sitting there like, there's a cigar,
there's the lighter,
whiskey, and you're like,
you can
light the cigar, and you're like, this is stupid. I would never do this in real life, but since it's VR.
But you're sitting there and you play with it forever because you're like, I can't believe that this feels real.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe that I feel really in this world right now completely.
It does a good job connecting you, like you said, when you're like, I actually had to turn my face because...
Back on that thing, he flicks a cigarette butt at you. And that was when I definitely moved. But when he got close and was yelling, I kind of felt like a kid again, and my dad was yelling at me. I was really like, ooh, like, I'm really kind of scared right now. It's weird how it can kind of like mess with you that way.
She was one of the first female designers ever, the first woman to get her name on a games box. And when I started learning about her life, I instantly admired the way she forged her own path. This is the story of Carol Shaw.
Carol's story is important today because she was there with the people who still get called the big dogs. She was there at the moment when the big bang of what the modern gaming industry was happened.
Yeah, a lot of people had told me that they liked my game, so it wasn't successful just because it was a port of an arcade game. It was successful because it was something that I designed, and that's something I'm proud of.
Please welcome your industry icon, Carol Shaw.
Well, thank you very much. This is a great honor, and it's always nice to have one's work recognized. And the video games have really progressed since when I was working on them 35 years ago.
So, do you own a Mac or a PC?
All this time, I've been staring into the darkness. But that doesn't mean I have to jump in.
Hey, Cody, wait up a second. Wait up a second. Hey, Cody, this isn't working out.
What?
You're coming in late. You're not working hard. I'm sorry. I gotta let you go.
Okay.
Cody, you should be more upset about this. You have so much potential. If you would just apply yourself.
You don't know anything about me.
I know you used to work very hard. What happened to you?
Listen up! This is a call out. My name's Corey. I've got the Xbox Live. My mom just renewed my pass. I'm gonna be online later. If you want to get your ASS kick Fortnite, I'll take you down. I'll do anything. I'm the best player in my middle school. Check me out. Add me on there if you want an ASS kick it. Coming your way. Coming your way. I'm the best player in my middle school. Dang, dude, I'm out of 6, dog. I'm out of 6. You got a 6? Hey, what up? Do you got a 6? I'm all out of 6, man. You got a 6? Do you know who my big brother is? Little dork. How about I punch you in your glasses? Do you play Apex Legends? Are you on PlayStation? Oh, really? Yeah, I was on that back in elementary school. You ever heard of E-Bombs World? What's your favorite meme? I haven't seen that meme yet. Ooh! Ooh! Look at that! Ooh! Look at that! I'm ranked #1 in the school. Guess what, idiot? I'm ranked #1 in the school. Oh, you think you're good at Apex Legends, Fortnite? That's what I'm gonna be doing over your grave, in the physical and the virtual. Oh, you play Nintendo Switch? I bet you never kissed a girl. Bye! Bye, Dork! Bye! Bye, Dork! Bye! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork! Bye, Dork!
Okay, what we got here is the game of all games. Unreal Championship. Now this is my game. This is my type of game. Right now it's all about frags, right? You're trying to frag the other people. What we mean by that, we mean killing the other people. Are you getting killed or are you fragging everyone else?
Yeah, I'm getting fragged, unfortunately. There he is. I'm going to frag him right now. Hold on.
So what do you think of this? You like this type of game? Just a non-stop shooting?
Yeah, this is cool. You can play against all the other guys around here. You're going to frag them.
He's getting fragged all over the place.
Frag out! Did you check the specs on Conflict? He's not wearing his signature leopard print glasses.
That's right, Teddy. Conflict seems to be sporting a brand new pair of glasses, recommended by none other than Mr. Kojima.
Wow, I just love it. It just looks so nice. It's sleek and slick.
Unbelievable.
I can't wait for what his eyes are able to see with these glasses.
Say, Teddy, talking about eyes, didn't you recently have a freak video game accident where you had to have your eyes replaced by bionic implants?
Yes, I did. I am no longer Daddy Lamb. I am Daddy Lamb. Dude, boy. Oh.
Incredible. Can you give us a little bit of recap? What happened to you on that fateful day?
I'm looking at these games. I was playing some Dota back in the day. Hardcore Dota. I just drank 18 monster drinks, energy drinks. I can't even say the name because I burnt my eyes so bad.
Incredible.
Late night, played a 20-hour straight up session and burnt my eyes off. I burned it. I had to have LASIK surgery. I had to have 2 doctors. They had to call in and they had to do dual surgery. They had to have a dual wielding surgeon. I've never seen anything like it. Dual wielding LASIK into my eye. I've never seen anything like it. With all that being said, we're sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks today. So, thank you, Monster Energy Drinks, for sponsoring the Champ official launch tournament.
And that's right, Teddy. You know, thinking back, the only thing that really could have enabled you to play 20 hours of Dota straight is Monster Energy.
Absolutely. So, when you're too sleepy, too tired, pop open a Monster Energy drink for a swift kick to the butthole to continue playing. You know what I like to do with Monster Energy drink? Pour it in the tub and swim in it. I almost drowned myself on purpose in the tub.
Would you say, Teddy, that it makes you more effective at playing video games?
Absolutely, I couldn't have done it. I pour it over my head. I pour it over my arms. I anoint myself with this Monster Energy drink before I even dare touch the keyboard, before I dare touch the mouse.
Hey, all you Ollies and Olliettes. Welcome back to the greatest gaming show in the history of YouTube. Here we are now. This is your boy Oliver, and guess what game's coming out today? You guessed it right. Champ is making its review. It's coming out. We're about to read about it, but you know what I need you to do right now. If you really agree with me here and you know what I'm thinking, this game is straight dumpster fire. Smash that like button. And I mean, when I say smash, I mean just really go at it there. All right, here. Any minute now, this is going to be coming up. And let's see here. Any minute now. I am so excited because it's going to be pure trash can. Any minute now. Any minute now. Okay, refresh. Refresh. Refresh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my...
What? Best multiplayer
Oh my
game
gosh.
of all time. No, okay, that one's a lie. Click. You know, sometimes these things like a lie.
Oh my
Get
gosh.
out of here! Best shooter near perfect? What? No, I played it! You saw my review on it. This game sucks!
Hello? Yes, this is he.
No, it's not that good. No, it's not that good.
Yeah, I have a minute. Hold on.
Game. I played it already. It is not that
Yes.
It's not that good. It's not that good. I played it.
I'd also like to thank the other game designers at Atari and Activision for their valuable feedback and contributing to the success of the games. And my mom was really thrilled to hear about this also. And so it's always nice to have one's work recognized. And
Our mission is to make PlayStation the best place to play for gamers. And I think you'll agree that this E3 marks one of the strongest lineups of content in PlayStation history. That's a result of our commitment to partnerships with the most talented developers and storytellers in our medium. And as proof of that commitment, please join me in welcoming one of the most creative talents in the history of gaming.
Welcome back to a new episode of Paul's Gaming ASMR. This video is going to be a little different because it's an apology video for the way that I acted in the last video. I should have controlled my anger a little better, especially for people trying to get tingles. You can't get a lot of tingles from screaming.
It sucks! It sucks!
So, I went to anger management and learned some new skills. Skills for dealing with my anger. Thank you to my subscribers that have supported me through this time. And I will promise to do better in the future. I have to do better. So here is a little tease. Tease of what's to come next for Paul's Gaming ASMR. So for the next video, get excited, as I will be doing a Let's Play of Dark Souls 1. So thank you again to my subscribers for watching. As one final act to show that I am truly sorry for how I acted, I will be doing an ASMR ASMR. Bow for all of you.
The game is really heating up now. I cannot believe the way that these players are playing. Everyone's bringing their A game. Conflict currently in the lead, but his teammate, Tom, or should I say ex-teammate, is raring up behind him. Right up behind him.
That's right, Teddy. It seems that Conflict is really doing great today with a great push-to-pull ratio. However, Tom seems to be coming in from behind, hot and heavy, with a great push-to-pull ratio of his own.
Here we are in the final 30 seconds of the game, and these two have been trading first place all night. I can't even watch. It's so exciting.
The suspense is killing me, Teddy.
It's crazy. And there's Conflict again.
And Tom is in the lead. Conflict is now in the lead.
Oh!
Another one for Conflict.
See that? You see that?
Yeah! That was all right. All right.
Oh my gosh!
There we have it, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the first official champion, Tom. Wow, what a game.
What a game by Tom. I think Tom's performance is the best he's ever played.
Absolutely.
Second
Hey. Hey, are you guys here? Oh, hey. Oh, hey, how you doing? Dude, I don't even know what's reality anymore. I really don't. So you're kind of like fricked up right now. Yeah, VR is getting too nuts. Speaking of VR, and just too real, what do you guys want to see out of Gen 2, out of VR? Like, what is kind of like problems with Gen 1, stuff that you want to see kind of
I got a heat
polished?
I got a heat bump.
Where do you want me to start?
The headsets are too big, the resolution's too low.
Oh.
Cordless, you gotta have cordless.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'd say that to me is one of the major ones. But because I moved and reset up all that stuff with the wires, there are so many cords that you have to get for that to go in. Running off your head and running out the back of this box that you have to get,
It's
whatever.
a process.
Like with the PSVR at least, but
Well, no, with the Vive and the
Vive,
Oculus,
yeah, is a lot of wires,
Oculus
too.
isn't as bad because it actually just has one universal cord. But the Vive is pretty bad in itself because you have so many cords coming out of the back of the PC, into your outlet, into your headset. You have literally 3 cords.
You know, as many good things as we said about the game so far, like the hardware is just very lacking right now. And you know, like the Vive has this wireless adapter thing finally coming out.
Yeah.
But it's $300.
Yeah.
It is. Like I already paid $800 for the headset.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do that.
But here's the crazy part. So we already got like Gen 1.5 from the Vive and
Yeah.
the HTC Pro. And what they did was they shrinked it down to 1 cord.
They did.
Yeah.
I think they upped the resolution a little bit as well, but still,
that's not enough for me to sit there and say like.
Yeah, it's still gonna be grainy.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be like you're gonna have that what they call screen door effect.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I still don't see that going away unless resolution gets really.
And I think PSVR, I think that's more like I heard like PSVR is the best when it comes to that like effect, but the resolution does need to be upped. Like if there's some parts that are just I'm looking at them like this is blurry.
Well, you're sitting there. PSVR was 720. I think a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, but they did nail. I will say Gen 1 the fluidness. Like I don't get sick from like it's not catching up. It's very one-to-one.
If there's anything I can learn, I think you can contest. With VR, you give a little bit and they take a little bit.
Yeah.
You get the experience.
Yeah.
You give up the real life experience, like grass. I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it's like a sacrifice for
graphics to get that fluid.
Because I think the minimum frame rate to avoid motion sickness is like 90 frames a second, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of high, you know.
And I look at PC and it chugged. They worked hard on it.
I mean, like the PlayStation struggles at 1080p, 60 frames a second. PC, like you want to get, you know, it's better if you got the hardware and you put the money into it. But you know, there's still like they're having to sacrifice that fidelity, just the visual clarity for that frame rate. Because if you don't, people are just going to be barfing in their living rooms.
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, those two, wireless for me is the biggest one. I couldn't tell you how many times I almost tripped over my wires.
It's a lot to keep track of.
Number two would be get rid of the cameras.
You don't want the cameras.
How
are they going to do it without the cameras?
I don't
Is there a
know.
way?
And this is maybe like Gen 5. Lord knows how far this could go. I mean, if it keeps going, if it stays the same.
Install a camera in my head. Whatever you got to do.
We're still waiting on someone to come through and Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, do this thing the right way. And we don't know what that means, but I do really believe that the answer is not a lot of Gen 1 we've seen little tech demos where they make something original or they try to stretch something that really is a tech demo into a game. We see a lot of that. And then we also see a lot of taking an existing game and transposing it onto VR.
Yep.
And I don't think that is the answer because a lot of these games, they are cool and they're interesting, but at the end of the day, they're not made for VR.
Yeah.
They're made trying to emulate Call of Duty, which is made for a screen. And I think that we need to be a little more open-minded. I think devs need to be more open-minded about, yes, first person works really well in VR, but the movement is really not solved. But third person also has a lot to gain from VR.
It does.
I think that you can make things immersive in a third person in a way.
Games like Moss.
Games like Moss, or I think that one of the big things that is really untapped so far is the sense of scale, right? Like I want to play a game where maybe like I play like Dark Souls style combat on a controller and it's in VR, but I'm in third person, but then the guy I'm playing against is in first person and he's controlling the big monster. Maybe it's literally like a platformer where there's somebody controlling a little guy and then there's a big giant that's helping him move through things, you know?
Yeah, to that same point, that you could play as like God or something or maybe just some kind of overlord that, you know, directs units to this base.
Why have we not seen
like if you had a Warcraft kind of game?
I'm still waiting for there to be that thing that's like, wow, this is made from the ground up for this, and this could not exist on a traditional screen.
Sure. I think if Valve wants the Vive to do that, it's going to have to take Half-Life 3, and it can't have just a non-VR mode.
Yeah,
because people were just going to say like, well, the setup, I have to get the headset, I got to pay for the thing,
I can play it on the
cameras
screen.
up, I got to mount this big old headset on my head. It's got wires. Maybe it don't because I paid the additional $300. But if like they're going to say, well, if I had the option of not playing VR, I'm just not going to play VR. I'm just going to play the old, you know, regular mode. They're going to have something like that of that scale, or Portal 3 or Left 4 Dead 3 or something 3. And it's going to have to be VR only if they want that system selling.
I think one thing we're missing here is Gen 1 is experience.
Yeah.
It's not about the price tag. It's not about like that long 40-hour gameplay. Yeah, you can play Skyrim, but who's going to play Skyrim for 100 hours on VR?
Yeah.
We need a big jump, and that might come this generation. The technology might not quite be there yet.
Yeah, I think that's what it is like hardware is really fighting right now with this whole VR thing. Like, you really have to get the wire situation. You got to get the resolution fixed. And I think in the process, someone is going to figure it out. Someone's going to figure it out. Either that be, hey, Half-Life 3 that might be it. Something like that. Somebody needs to make something from the ground up that's only for VR. That's the only way to play it.
Solve part of the problem in the price tag, because you're paying for the experience. That's all they tell you. Hey, experience this. They're not saying the greatest hardware in the business. They're not selling us.
It wasn't $1 billion.
Nope.
It was still expensive. I will say that, and people that skipped it totally understand.
Yeah.
I fell in love from that first time I put it on 2014 with VR. That I was like, I got to get this. But I understand people waiting till Gen 2. Probably smart. Like that's probably a smart thing to do.
Yep.
But I think we're going to see that hardware get fixed. Someone's going to strike gold with building it from the ground up.
So, I'd also like to thank my husband, Ralph, he's in the audience. But the classic games are still fun to play. You know, just look at the... And you can still write a game yourself or the app stores for the iPhones or the Androids and be an independent game developer, or you can join a gigantic crew and it's like producing a movie. You can produce an elaborate game like some ones we've been seeing tonight. And you know, there are a lot of opportunities today in game development. So, and there's augmented reality and virtual reality. I mean, it's amazing what's happened in the last 35 years.
Congratulations, Carol. Now please welcome the President of the United States!
My name is Tak Fuji. I'm a lead producer in the 99 Nights 2. You can compete in the online leaderboards and battle with armies of the more than 1 million troops. 1 million troops. Wow. 1 million troops. This is not originally hack and slash anymore. This is an extreme hack and slash title. If you just continue to press the same button like X, 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 and Y, 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 and X, X, and Y, Y, Y again, you'll be sucked.
Should no longer be here. You are no longer welcome. If you continue to stay here, there will be trouble for all of us. My name is Player 2. You do not want to meet Player 1. This will be your only warning. Game over.
Dad, today was the day I finished my game. It was a hit. You believed in me, told me I could do this. I didn't believe in myself, but you did.
You're giving me too many things lately. You're all I need. You smiled at me and said, don't get me wrong, I love you. But does that mean I have to meet your father when we understand what I meant when I said no. I don't think life is quite that simple. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please.
I'm so grateful for the lessons you've taught me over the years. Hard work does pay off. There will be people that say you can't do it. Ignore them and keep fighting. I still haven't beaten your score in Donkey Kong. I'm convinced you cheated. Remember that year you dressed up as Donkey Kong for Halloween with me? We sure looked like a couple of dorks. Not a surprise I grew up to be a game developer. I'd give anything to play, even lose another round of Donkey Kong with you.
Are confusing me. That's when you came to me and said, wish I could prove I loved you, but does that mean I have to walk on water? When we are older, you'll understand. It's enough when I say so, and maybe some things are that simple. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Hold me. Whatever lies beyond this morning is a little later on. Regardless of warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before when you
I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel hopeful. I know that you'd love this game, and we will play it together someday. I just know it. I miss you, Dad.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no problem. Champ.
whatever lies beyond this morning is a little later on. Regardless of warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all. Nothing's like before.
If this is the best Vice City has to offer, this is gonna be easy.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, action. Wheelie. It looked like you about died.
I roll against him. I roll and I roll and I roll. I freaking roll. I roll and I roll. Why is it the freaking physics awake for 3 hours and that's what you're gonna treat me! That is how you're gonna freaking treat me! For 3 hours! Ah! Whoa! Ah! Ah! Ah!
More like,
More like a real life.
more like, do a double karate chop. Do that again. We got it.
This is broken. Stop laughing.
Arnold, do you know what Papa John said when he made the first pizza pie?
What?
Hold the sauce.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
Still on the same audio, Travis?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Losing it.
Sir, it is doing very, very well in the reviews. How should we proceed? Sir, what would you like me to do?
I believe it is time we set a little meeting with this, Arnold.
So, how much are you going to offer him for it?
Offer. I'll offer not to destroy him, his little game, his entire legacy.